Hello, I am Therapeutic Cleaner. This is Control Freak, and this is the boss, and we are going to talk to you about our product, Preventative Bleep. So imagine that you just got out of this class. You're going home on the Lloyd, and all of a sudden you hear an emergency vehicle coming. You don't really know where it's from. You just hear the sirens and the noises, and you're wondering, do I pull over to the right? Do I pull over to the left? Do I keep going? Because it could be 200 feet behind me. What do I do? And then now we switch to the ambulance side, and they're wondering, oh my gosh, no one's really pulling over. What am I going to do? I really need to get to this, this situation. It's an emergency. So that's kind of the situation where our problem comes into play. So a lot of people are unaware on what to do in emergency situations, like whether it is to pull over, to completely stop, or just what side of the road you're supposed to pull over for an emergency vehicle. This also affects them with longer response times and can affect whether or not they get to whatever situation they're needing to get to. So our product idea and solution is it's dealing with the radio frequency technology. It is with the light switches and all that. Whenever they get into like a fire truck or an ambulance, it can happen with the flip of a switch or a push of a button. Whenever they do that and turn on, there will be a signal that is sent to all cars. It will cut off all sound, noise, anything that's going on in there, and it'll basically kind of let you know, like an Amber Alert, emergency vehicle approaching, move to the right or move to the left. So it will also give you directions on which way you need to pull, or pull off your car to get out of the way so that they can get to where they're needing to go in a more timely fashion. So this will bring awareness to all emergency response situations and decrease response times.
The industry trend for this, the global ambulance services, is a huge industry. It's roughly $2.2 billion, and it's growing at a huge rate. Just the U.S. is at a rate of 2.5%, and that will continue to grow due to cardiovascular disease, which is growing, and the rate of strokes. So as health problems increase, the rate for emergency services will increase as well. And the opportunity size, the largest markets, which would be North America, we dominated the ambulance service market due to growing demand for health, but there's also room for improvement. So there's the average response time through our nation is roughly 15 minutes and 19 seconds, give or take. The lowest is 6 minutes in some areas, and the highest can be up to 35 minutes in others. Europe is the second largest market for the ambulance service, followed by Latin America, Middle East, and Africa. And the third largest is Asia Pacific. This is known to be an untapped market for ambulance services. There's a lot of car accidents just in China, which makes up about 23% of the world. They're projected the highest also because their government is spending a lot of money to create a better medical infrastructure.
Okay, so what makes our product better than what is already being offered? What currently is happening is many people are hesitating when they're on the road. They don't know where to merge, left, right, and also at the same time, intersections are the red zone, meaning that many people, whenever EMTs, when we spoke with John and Justin and Dustin, some of the people who are on the field on emergencies all the time, they said that the intersections are where they're most scared to go, because that's where they need to be careful that they have to check all around them to make sure nobody's coming. And that's where it's like the green light doesn't mean you go, it means you yield. So green doesn't mean go in this situation. What another option is given out right now is the Opticom. What it is, it's a traffic control system, and it's installed in stoplights right now, but even though they are on stoplights, it lets the vehicles go. They have the green light, but like I said, green doesn't mean you go, it means you yield. And on top of that, we spoke with Justin, and Justin said that he has seen them before around. They're in Michigan City, and Michigan City is a big city, but unfortunately there's only 3 there. So what is that saying? That they're not everywhere, and if you were to install them, the cost is too expensive. Compared to our preventative bleep that will alert all drivers, and it will tell you what to do. So that way, when you go into that shock phase, you know what to do. You don't just stay there or keep driving. And with that, it's simple. It's a flip of a switch. It's a push of a button away. You don't have to do anything extra. Nothing the driver has to do is just simply listen to instructions. It's easy as, please raise your hand. You raise your hand. So for emergency sectors and vehicles who need to improve their travel management and as well as safety overall for everyone, our preventative bleep will reduce response time for all first responders and emergency vehicles, and then it will provide a more efficient route for the emergency destination, so that way that they can get to the scene of the accident faster, and eventually it will create a safer driving experience for everyone. So basically with our preventative bleep is we're trying to make everything safer on the road for all drivers and emergency vehicle people. So that way whenever it comes down to the minute, your hesitation doesn't cost someone else's life. So what we're trying to do is save lives and make everything easier for people who are also taking their lives and putting them in danger to save another. Thank you.
All right.